kind of feels like there's nothing you haven't done, but what is a new challenge that Pieces of a Woman posed that you were eager to tackle for the first time?
I'm always a sucker for good writing. And then I looked at Cornell's film because I wasn't familiar with his work. And I looked at his film, White God, that I just loved. And then when they told me that Vanessa was playing Margaret, I said, oh, this is going to be fun. I like this. And then we met, we started doing rehearsals, and they came to my apartment, and Vanessa and I work alike. And it was important to us to get to know each other so we could relate in a mother-daughter way, which we did. She spent the night at my apartment, and I cooked her dinner and cooked her breakfast in the morning. And we talked in our pajamas and had a pajama party. And we got to know each other in a conversationally deep way, so we could relate. And I must say, it was very easy to feel maternal toward her because she's such a terrific person. So, you know, being able to be in a story with somebody like that you love, but you oppose, that you disapprove of the way they're handling a situation, that's a challenge, you know, where you don't want to be a harassing mother, but at the same time, what you think is best for your daughter, she doesn't necessarily think is best for her. So there's a conflict. So, you know, you're in and out of the conflict. You love the actress and the person, and you love the character, but you're in conflict with each other when you work together. So it's a delicate and complicated process to go through.
That back and forth is definitely a standout element of the film. And one of my favorite scenes in it is the heated conversation you two have at the family get together, and also your monologue there. And I guess especially with that, when you're delivering a monologue like that, what can Vanessa do in that moment for you as a scene partner to bring the best out of you and make the most of your work?
Well, for one thing, she said to me, I didn't realize until afterwards that she was having trouble understanding why she finally goes to court, because she's resisting going to court. And she didn't know how she was going to get from that scene to the going to court scene and actually appearing in court. And so before I went on, she said to me, make me go to court. And I mean, just before I did the speech. And I did the speech, and the speech had its own reality and energy and kind of force field, you know, where it came out of me. And I finished it. And then in that split second, I remembered what she said, and I did not feel I had made her go to court. And so I kept going. And I said, you must speak your truth. You tell people how it is for you, how you're feeling. If you don't do that, if you don't get it out of you, whatever I said, because I don't know what I said, it just came out. It had its own reality. We were in the scene. And I asked her later if I helped her to go to court. She said I did. So it was a partnership in there where she told me what she needed. I did my best to provide it. It worked for her, and we both benefited from the relationship that we had built over the course of the shoot.
You feel that big time when you're watching the movie. So great success on that beat. I have a Martin Scorsese question to wrap with here, because I'll never forget what you said about him not knowing anything about women, but being willing to learn on Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore. And I know this is a different situation given the personal nature of the material, but I was wondering if you saw a similar eagerness to learn from Cornell while making Pieces of a Woman.
Well, they're very different people, and Cornell is much more introverted than Marty is. And I had asked Marty a direct question, what he knew about women. So the situation is different. And Cornell is his partner, Kata, they have double credit for the film. It's not like he directed and she wrote. They are credited for producing this film together. He's a quiet person. I don't know what he knows about women. I don't know but when I see their relationship, I feel that they're have a deep connection. I don't talk to Cornell the way I've talked to Marty in the past, because he's a quieter, more introverted person, but the depth is there.
Did you ever get the chance to talk to Marty after he joined this film? I know it was late in the game, but he eventually became an EP on it.
He did, because he saw the film and he liked it so much, and he wanted to make sure that Cornell was an unknown director, that the right people got to see it. And we did an interview where he interviewed the cast. And it was so wonderful to hear him talk about the film, because he has such an eye that he picked up on things that I never heard anybody else pick up on. And he has such an appreciation of the art of movie making that you feel seen. It feels like your work is seen when he talks about it. He's such a master now.
Thank you so much for your time. I have a million questions I could ask you, but I got to wrap it up. So congratulations, and I'm rooting for you this season.
Thank you. I appreciate that, dear.